My beloved brother and sisters, God is releasing a miracle in your name tonight. God is crying out with tears. Listen closely, because what I am about to reveal is not something you can afford to ignore. And if you miss this moment, you may overlook a blessing that was meant to change your entire life. I am releasing a miracle in your name tonight. And this means that something you have been waiting for, something you have cried over in silence, is now being moved by my hand. My tears are not of weakness, but of deep love and compassion for you. Because I have seen every hidden struggle, every quiet battle, and every moment you felt like giving up. This miracle is not random, it is personal. It carries your name because I have called it forth specifically for you. Stay with me through these words, because I am uncovering what is happening right now in your life and why this night matters more than you realize. Type 111 if you believe. I am crying out with tears because I have watched you endure pain that others never noticed. I have seen the weight you carried while still trying to smile, still trying to move forward. Even when your strength felt like it was fading, my heart has been moved by your persistence, by your quiet faith, by the way you kept going, even when you did not understand what I was doing. These tears are not sorrow alone. They are filled with purpose because they are tied to the moment I have chosen to respond. Tonight is not ordinary. It is a turning point. And what I am releasing is meant to shift something deep within your life. You have been wondering if your prayers reached me, if your voice was heard in the silence. I am telling you now that every word, every whisper, every tear you shed has been collected and remembered. Nothing was wasted, nothing was ignored, and nothing was forgotten. The miracle I am releasing carries the weight of everything you have been through, and it is arriving in a way that will remind you that I have always been present. This is why you must listen carefully, because what unfolds from this moment will require your faith to stay steady. If your heart feels this truth, gently take a moment and press like on this video, because this is a divine confirmation meant for you and someone else who needs it. There are things you could not fix on your own, situations that grew beyond your control, and moments where you felt completely powerless. I allowed those moments not to break you, but to prepare you for what only I can do. This miracle is not something you could have created by your own effort. It is something that comes from my authority, my timing, and my decision to intervene. When I release something in your name, it means I am stepping into your situation with intention and purpose. I know there were nights when you questioned everything, when you sat in silence wondering if anything would ever change. I was there in those nights. Even when you did not feel me, even when it seemed like I was distant, my presence never left you, and my plan never stopped moving. What you are about to receive is connected to those very moments, because I was building something behind the scenes while you were holding on with what little strength you had left. Type amen to affirm. My tears are also a sign of how deeply I care about what concerns you. You are not just another voice to me. You are known, you are seen, and you are loved beyond what you can measure. When I cry out, it is because I am responding to something that matters deeply, and you matter deeply to me. This miracle carries that love, and it is meant to remind you that you are not forgotten, not overlooked, and not abandoned. Do not expect this miracle to look exactly how you imagine, because my ways often move beyond your expectations. What I am doing is not limited to your understanding, and the outcome will carry a greater purpose than what you first hoped for. Trust that what is coming is aligned with what you truly need, not just what you thought you wanted. There is a difference, and that difference is where transformation begins. You may feel a shift already, something subtle, something stirring within you. That is not your imagination. It is the beginning of what I am releasing. Miracles often start quietly before they become visible. And what is happening right now is the early movement of something greater. Stay grounded in your faith, because doubt will try to distract you. But you must remain focused on what I have spoken. I am calling you to stand firm in this moment, to hold on to this truth, even if everything around you still looks the same. The change has already begun, even if it has not fully appeared yet. This is how I work. I initiate before you see. I move before you understand. And I complete what I have started in ways that leave no doubt it was me. You are not alone in this process, and you never have been. Every step you take, every decision you make, I am guiding you. Even when it does not feel obvious, this miracle is part of that guidance, part of that protection, part of that love that has been surrounding you all along. I am bringing something into your life that will not only bless you, but also strengthen your faith for what lies ahead. You have carried questions in your heart for a long time. Questions about why certain things had to happen the way they did. You looked for answers and found silence. And that silence felt heavy. But I want you to understand now that what felt like silence was actually preparation. I was aligning things in ways that could not be rushed, because rushing would have caused harm instead of healing. What you are stepping into now required timing that only I could control. Could a hidden CIA discovery explain why so many people are suddenly living in luxury? Secret CIA research has surfaced, revealing a brain technique that pulls in wealth almost like magic. It takes just 7 seconds, can be done at home, and is supported by 4 neuroscience labs. People are leaving debt behind and enjoying luxury right now, but this information might be removed soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There were people who misunderstood you, situations that misrepresented you, and moments where you felt unseen, even when you were trying your best. I saw everything clearly. I saw the truth behind what others said, and I saw the intention behind your actions. Nothing about your story has been hidden from me. That is why this miracle carries a sense of justice as well as restoration. Because I am not only blessing you, I am also correcting what has been out of balance. Type 777. If you trust in Jesus, you may begin to notice changes that seem small at first. A conversation that shifts direction. An opportunity that appears unexpectedly. A sense of peace that replaces anxiety. These are not coincidences. These are signs that what I have released is already moving through your life. Do not overlook the small movements, because they are the foundation of the greater change that is coming. I build step by step so that what I give you can last. I know there were times when you felt like giving up, when you thought about walking away from the very things you once believed in. The weight felt too much, and the waiting felt endless. But you stayed. Even in your weakness, even in your doubt, you stayed. That matters more than you realize, because your decision to remain, even when it was hard, kept you connected to what I was preparing for you. There is also healing being released along with this miracle. Not just physical or visible healing, but emotional healing. The kind that reaches into the places you have tried to ignore. I am touching those hidden areas, those memories, those wounds that still affect how you see yourself. You may feel things rising to the surface, emotions you thought were gone. Do not be afraid of that. That is part of the healing process. And it is necessary for the fullness of what I am doing. I am also removing certain things from your life that no longer belong. Some of these removals may feel uncomfortable, even painful at first. But understand that I am making space for what is meant to stay. You cannot carry everything into the next season. And there are things that must be released so that what I am giving you can take root properly. Trust me in this, even when it feels like loss, because it is actually preparation, type 222, to receive blessings. There is a strengthening happening within you as well. You are not the same person you were before these struggles began. You have grown in ways that are not always visible, but they are real. Your endurance has deepened. Your awareness has expanded. And your ability to stand firm has increased. These qualities are part of the miracle too, because they prepare you to sustain what I am bringing into your life. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. What I am doing with you is unique, and it follows a path designed specifically for your life. Others may seem ahead. Others may seem to receive things faster, but their path is not your path. Stay focused on what I am doing with you, because your timing is intentional and your outcome is tailored to your purpose. You may also feel a renewed sense of clarity beginning to form. Things that once confused you will start to make sense. Decisions that felt difficult will become clearer. This is because I am aligning your mind with what I am doing in your life. When clarity comes, it brings peace, and that peace allows you to move forward without hesitation. There is protection surrounding you in ways you do not always notice. There were dangers you never saw, outcomes that could have gone wrong, paths that could have led to harm. I intervened in those moments even when you were unaware. That same protection continues now. As this miracle unfolds, I am guarding what I am giving you, ensuring that it is not easily taken away or disrupted. Your faith is being refined, not to make things harder for you, but to make you stronger. Faith that has been tested becomes stable, and stability is necessary for what lies ahead. You are stepping into a place where you will need to stand firm, not just for yourself, but for others who will look to you for strength. What you are experiencing now is shaping you for that role. I am also placing new connections in your path. People who will support you, encourage you, and walk with you in alignment with what I am doing. These connections are not random. They are part of the miracle, part of the support system that will help you grow and sustain what I am building in your life. Be open to these connections, but also be discerning, because not everyone is meant to stay. There is a renewal of hope taking place within you. Even if you do not fully recognize it yet, something inside you is beginning to believe again. That belief is important because it fuels your ability to receive what I am giving. When hope is restored, it opens the door for greater things to enter. Stay close to me in this process. Do not distance yourself now that things are beginning to shift. This is the time to draw nearer, to stay connected, to listen more carefully. The closer you remain, the clearer you will see what I am doing and where I am leading you. What I have started will not be left unfinished. I am committed to completing what I have begun in your life. This miracle is not temporary. It is part of a larger plan that continues beyond this moment. Trust that I am working with purpose, with precision, and with deep care for every detail of your life. Why are so many people saying this CIA ritual changed their life in only 7 seconds? This leaked CIA method is powerful and effective. A short brainwave technique backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people move from broke to prosperous. Dream homes, cars, and trips are becoming possible. But this video could be taken down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments now before it is gone. As you move forward, carry this truth with you. You are not walking into uncertainty. You are walking into something that has already been prepared. Every step you take from this point is guided. Even when it feels new or unfamiliar, I am with you in it, just as I have always been. You have been walking through a season where things felt delayed, as if everything was moving except your own life. You saw others progressing, achieving, receiving, while you remained in a place that felt unchanged. That waiting was not wasted time. It was necessary time. I was aligning circumstances, preparing hearts, and positioning opportunities so that when your moment arrived, it would not pass you by. Now that alignment is complete, and what once felt stuck is beginning to move. There are doors that were closed, not because you were rejected, but because they were not meant to hold your future. You knocked on them, you hoped for them, and you felt disappointment when they did not open. But those doors could not contain what I had planned for you. Now I am opening different doors, ones that match the level of growth you have reached. When these doors open, you will understand why the others had to remain shut. Type 1010. If you trust God, I am also bringing clarity to relationships that have been confusing you. There were connections in your life that felt uncertain, where intentions were unclear and trust was difficult to maintain. You tried to hold on to what you hoped would improve, but deep inside, you sensed something was not right. I am now revealing truth in those situations. Some relationships will strengthen, becoming more honest and supportive, while others will naturally fade because they no longer align with where you are going. Do not fear these changes. When something leaves your life under my guidance, it is not punishment, it is protection. I remove what could hinder you so that you can move freely into what I have prepared. Even if it feels uncomfortable, trust that I am creating space for something better. The emptiness you feel in those moments will not remain empty for long, because I will fill it with what truly belongs in your life. There is also a financial shift taking place that you may not have expected. You have worried about provision, about stability, about how certain needs would be met. I have heard those concerns, and I am responding in ways that will not only meet your needs, but also teach you to trust me more deeply. The miracle I am releasing includes provision that comes at the right time, in the right way, and with the right impact. Type 555 to affirm your confidence has been shaken in the past, not because you lacked ability, but because circumstances made you question yourself. You faced setbacks that made you wonder if you were truly capable, if you were truly ready. But I see your potential clearly, even when you struggle to see it yourself. I am restoring your confidence, not in a way that makes you rely on your own strength alone, but in a way that reminds you that I am working through you. There is a new sense of direction forming within you. You may not have all the details yet, but you can feel that you are no longer standing still. A strength that allows you to face situations with confidence instead of fear. As this miracle continues to unfold, remember that it is not something you have to force. It is something you receive, something you walk into, something you grow with. Your role is to stay open, to stay faithful, and to stay aligned with what I am doing. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. Everything I am bringing into your life now is connected. The healing, the clarity, the provision, the direction, all of it works together to form a complete transformation. You are not just receiving one answer. You are stepping into a new season where multiple things begin to align at once. Stay attentive to the changes happening around you and within you. Some will be subtle, others will be obvious, but all of them matter. Each change is a piece of the miracle, a part of what I have released in your name tonight. What lies ahead is not something to fear. It is something to embrace, something to walk into with confidence, knowing that I am leading you every step of the way. I am not sending you into this new season alone. I am walking with you, guiding you, protecting you, and strengthening you as you move forward. You have underestimated your strength because you measured it by how tired you felt instead of how far you have come. You looked at your exhaustion and thought it meant weakness, but I saw endurance. You saw delay and thought it meant failure, but I saw preparation. You saw closed paths and thought it meant rejection, but I saw redirection. Now I am aligning your understanding with my truth, so that you can step forward without carrying the weight of misinterpretation. There is a quiet confidence beginning to grow inside you, even if you cannot fully explain it yet. It is not loud, it is not forced, but it is steady. This confidence is coming from me, and it is rooted in the assurance that you are not alone in what you are facing. As this confidence grows, you will find yourself making decisions with greater clarity, speaking with greater conviction, and moving with greater peace. This is part of the miracle, because transformation within you is just as important as the changes around you. Type 1212 to claim miracles. I am also restoring your sense of worth in ways that go beyond external validation. You have looked for affirmation in places that could not truly satisfy you. And when it did not come, it left you feeling uncertain. But your worth has never been dependent on the opinions of others. Your worth comes from me, from the fact that you are created with purpose and intention. As you begin to understand this more deeply, you will no longer seek approval in the same way, because you will already know your value. There are opportunities that are being prepared for you right now. Even if you cannot see them yet, these opportunities are aligned with your growth, your abilities, and your calling. When they appear, they will feel different from what you have experienced before, because they will carry a sense of rightness, a sense of alignment that confirms they are meant for you. Do not hesitate when these opportunities come, because they are part of what I have been preparing during your waiting season. You have also been carrying burdens that were never meant for you to hold alone. You tried to handle everything by yourself, thinking that you had to be strong at all times. But true strength is not found in isolation. It is found in connection with me. As you release those burdens to me, you will feel a lightness that you have not felt in a long time. This release is not a loss of control. It is a step into trust. Type 333 to receive peace. There is a shift happening in your environment as well. Situations that once felt heavy are beginning to change, and the atmosphere around you is becoming lighter. This shift is not accidental. It is a result of what I am doing behind the scenes. I am moving things into alignment, adjusting circumstances so that they support what I am building in your life instead of working against it. You may notice that certain patterns in your life are breaking. Things that used to repeat, cycles that seemed endless, are now losing their hold on you. This is because I am intervening at the root, not just at the surface. When the root is changed, the pattern cannot continue in the same way. This is part of the deeper work I am doing, ensuring that what you step into is not just new, but also sustainable. There is also a greater sense of awareness being given to you. You will begin to see things more clearly, to understand situations more deeply, and to recognize what is truly beneficial for you. This awareness will help you make better decisions, avoid unnecessary struggles, and stay aligned with what I am doing. Pay attention to this awareness, because it is a form of guidance that will keep you on the right path. I am strengthening your ability to trust even when you do not have all the answers. Trust does not require full understanding. It requires willingness. As you continue to move forward, there will be moments where you will need to take steps without seeing the full picture. In those moments, remember what I have already done. Remember how I have brought you this far, and let that remind you that I will continue to lead you. There is also a renewal happening in your passion. Things that once excited you but lost their spark are being revived. I am bringing back a sense of purpose, a sense of motivation that will drive you forward. This renewed passion is not just for your benefit. It is also connected to how you will impact others. What I am doing in you will not remain limited to you. It will extend beyond you and touch the lives of others. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. You are stepping into a season where alignment becomes clearer. What belongs in your life will stay and grow, and what does not belong will naturally fall away. This alignment will bring a sense of order, a sense of direction that replaces the confusion you once felt. Embrace this process even when it requires letting go, because it is leading you into something better. I am also reminding you to remain humble and grounded as these changes take place. The blessings you receive are not meant to separate you from others, but to position you to help others. Stay connected to me, stay aware of my presence, and remember that everything you receive is part of a greater purpose. There is a stability forming in your life that will allow you to stand firm even when challenges arise. Do not become distracted by temporary obstacles or momentary doubts. Stay anchored in what I have spoken, because my words carry truth and direction. I am guiding you through every step, and I will continue to do so. There were times when you tried to control outcomes because you feared what might happen if you did not. You held tightly to situations, to people, to expectations, hoping that by holding on, you could secure the result you wanted. But control often brought you more stress than peace. I am teaching you now to release that need for control, because what I have for you does not require you to force anything into place. When you trust me, you allow things to unfold naturally. And what unfolds naturally carries a strength that forced outcomes cannot sustain. There is also a renewal of your inner voice taking place. For a long time, your thoughts have been filled with doubt, second guessing, and hesitation. You questioned your decisions. You questioned your worth, and you questioned your path. But I am quieting that noise and replacing it with clarity. You will begin to hear a stronger, steadier sense of direction within you, one that aligns with what I am doing in your life. This inner clarity will guide you when external circumstances are still shifting. Type 10. If you walk by faith, I am also bringing a sense of order into areas that felt chaotic. Things that once seemed scattered are coming into alignment, and what felt overwhelming is becoming manageable. This is not because everything is suddenly easy, but because I am bringing structure into your life. When there is structure, there is clarity. And when there is clarity, there is peace. You will begin to feel less burdened by the weight of everything you have been carrying. There are also habits and patterns within you that are being reshaped. Some of these patterns have been with you for a long time, and they have influenced how you respond to situations. I am gently shifting those patterns, helping you to respond in ways that bring growth instead of limitation. This change may feel subtle at first, but over time, you will see how it transforms your daily life. Type 6662. Receive strength. There is a strengthening of your boundaries taking place as